What is going on, everybody? King Recon here, and it's time to read the greatness, the awesome sauce. And last night we were promoting this hard in Boyanko production stream, man, and it got me in the mood to ring the greatness of Kingdom. So let's do this, man. Chapters 539 and 540. Let's get straight into it. We start off first with a page right off the bat of Riboku, looking out, man, into the sunset, just, yeah, Riboku greatness, man. And thus ended the second day of the battle at Shukai Plains. Riboku-sama, where are you? To Gyon's camp. Gyon? I shall come too. From our enemy, they spent the whole day dancing around like a bunch of flies. Calm down, Bate-sama. Shut it! The second day would see the newly reborn Chin on the left battlefield end up in a complete stalemate with their opponents. Considering the Kisui army's advantage in strength and numbers, this result was exactly what the Chin left commander Moten was hoping for. In contrast to my boy Moten, man. In contrast to the Kisui army's hard approach spearheaded by Bate, Moten's deft use of a soft counter would have made him the day's winner where anyone were keeping score. Meanwhile, on the Chin's right flank, Ohun's return was met by fervent applause and cheering from the Akko army. Long live the young lord! Long live the Goku! Oh! Hurrah for the young lord! What in the world? Akko soldiers have a keener eye than your average man when it comes to battle. They understand how great an impact the young master's actions had today. By working in tandem with the Akko army, Ohun's surprise tactic was able to deal a devastating blow to the Bananji army. On the second day, though, the old Zhao commander himself was able to avoid a grisly fate. Nonetheless, it would not be an overstatement to say that the Bananji army had now been crippled to a point where they could no longer rally themselves into fighting shape. And of course, everyone's going to be happy from seeing how, despite being alienated from the Osen army, from his very first campaign never having been allowed a spot within the army to show his true worth, the young master who was next in line was able to demonstrate such a keen understanding of tactics that rivaled even Lord Osen in these men's hearts. That rivaled even Lord Osen. Excellent work. However, it is no time to be resting on your laurels, young master. You're preaching to the choir. Riboku is guaranteed to try something tomorrow to make up for today's failure. Exactly so. Come to my headquarters when you have tended to your wounds. We shall begin the strategy meeting immediately. Understood. You freaking Bihei. What the hell is this feeling of being left behind in the dust? Both the Gyokuho and Gakuka are kicking us on the left and right, but they still won't give us a chance to do anything. We're just sitting here. Jin's at Army Haishin unit camp. Calm down, Bihei-san. Why are you trying to act cool all of a sudden, BA-san? Why are you trying to act cool? Weren't you the one that's been saying, I hope they just win without us, like 20 times by now? What? When did I say anything like that? And even if I did, there's no way it was 20 times. It's not like we haven't done anything at all. I'm like, as turtles. Oh man, us elite cavalry already had some action. We were this close to catching Riboku too. Hang on there, Gato. Did you just call us infantry turtles? Sugen, man. I always loved that Savin eye patch. It was just a figure of speech. Don't worry your pretty little head. But I do. What exactly do you mean by that, huh? Let's hear it. Wait, what? Relax, chill out, Sugen. It's not like Garo's foul mouth isn't anything new, right? I'm curious too, though. On what grounds do the high and mighty cavalry think they get to call us turtles when they're the ones who slinked back without having accomplished a single thing, dude? Calling them straight out. Calling them out. Deputy Infantry Commander Shosa. Well, look here, Shosa. Don't talk as if you have any idea what sort of hell we had to go through yesterday. Even Dene-san, who used to be a fellow turtle, has now turned... After becoming a horseman, you've really changed. He's mad. Can you even? You're going to bring your pony. Well, you know, you're both of you. And Shin just goes right in, decks him right in the face, tells him, enough, yo. Shin with his clout gang coming in. I know you're all anxious because we haven't gotten a turn yet. That doesn't mean you can make asses of yourselves in front of all these newbies, you idiots. Well, only me. He's like, man, why me? Yo, we were both arguing. He got slid first. Don't care. How many battles have we been through now? This isn't the first time we've had this sort of thing happen to us. Our time to shine and make a bang will come. So until that moment comes, sit down, cool your heads, and patiently wait like grown-ups. And he flips the table, yo. That's how you know somebody's triggered, when they flip a table, man. Oh man, he's really lost it. Hearing about what Ohun did today sent him off the edge even further. Does that mean you guys were only messing around just then? Half, I guess. We're just bored, I tell ya. Speaking of which, you newbies must be taking this pretty hard, huh? Big wars like this have a way of keeping you constantly on the edge. And the only experience we have at Retsubi where we made a complete fools of ourselves. So we were all really pumped up to make up for it on the next go. But we've just been sitting here so far from the fight and we can't even see it. It's like you gotta make an effort just to stay focused. It's fine if you guys loosen up a bit, just make sure you keep your morale up. Because with a single word from General Osen, we're gonna be sent right into the thick of it. Yes, sir. Oi, dinner's ready. And Kyokai shows up right in front of 10 out of nowhere. Wait, hold on, I don't think I understood that panel. Let me see. Oi, dinner's ready. And it was like Kyokai, like, I get it, because Kyokai was so hungry. The moment this dinner's ready, Kyokai was the first one there. She's like, let me get some food, man. We need something in our systems out here. Oh, I've been waiting for this. I'm starving hot. That's the spot. Is it just me, or are our portions smaller than usual today? They noticed. Is that true, 10? Also, give me more. Yeah, the thing is, we just received 3 days worth of supplies from General Osen, but there's no more. Osen's already told you guys to start rationing supplies. Keep your voice down, Shin. If it's best if the men don't learn of this for now, Shin, don't probably start thinking something like it's only the second day and we're already starting to run out, right? Right, and I think this has something to do with Mako's death on the left. The left has was somehow able to hold on thanks to Moten, but it doesn't change the fact that General Osen really got his nose blooded in that opening gambit. So perhaps this battle will end up dragging on for longer than he first intended. That's right, and on top of that, our supplies are only going to decrease as time goes by, since we have no way to resupply. So if the number of days are going to increase, the only choice left is to stretch out our existing supplies to last longer. And that's facts. That's just basic strategy. Basic strategy. So that's how it is. Thanks to, hold on my camera, thanks to all that flashy stuff Riboku pulled on us on the first day, I actually completely forgot about that. Riboku's not the only thing we need to worry about. Our dwindling food supply is another opponent we need to deal with in this battle. Ryoyo. That's something that's been brought up ever since, I believe it was like chapter 512, or chapter 511, from my catch-up, whenever Osen tricked them all with the whole food supply thing. But they both knew that this battle would go down to eventually to who would run out of supplies. And so that's definitely something that Hara has been really focusing on in this battle. So I wonder how that's going to play into the fatigue and how long this battle is going to go on for. Because the longer this thing goes on for, the more energy they're going to need. And if you don't have enough food, man, you're starving. But the other guy's full and he's ready to go and he's ready to pwn and he's full of energy. He's gonna be stronger than you, man. He's gonna be stronger than you. When you're hungry, you're considerably weaker. You're considerably weaker, man. Especially whenever you haven't eaten for a while. And if it gets to that point, man, I can actually see some amazing moments. Like just imagine this, guys. Imagine there be a moment to where Shin doesn't eat in order to allow all of his men to get all the portions of his food, but he sits there and takes it like a man and doesn't eat, and thus like the following day, he goes out there. And he's considerably weaker, but he's still going in like Stormrock because he's hungry in terms of trying to achieve his dream. Not only just in terms of and wanting to get food, but his hunger to achieve his dream of being great general of the heavens, completely destroys and crushes his hunger of what he actually has. And of course, he's still gonna feel it because it's something that we can't help. But wouldn't that be a beast scene, man? Like you just see Shin, and he gives like all portion of his food. Maybe not even just Shin, all the high Shin unit, or just like Shin and Kyokai and 10. It's some beast scene like that where all of them are just sitting there, like yeah. We're not hungry, and you see like the things that they really are hungry, and you see like all their men just crying at the fact that they're eating food, and these guys are so hungry, but they're sacrificing themselves so that they can eat. Man, I think that'd be a beautiful scene, and that's the scene that I would actually like to see. It's just whenever that was brought up, it was just something that I can most certainly see, and it's like I said, basic strategy. Whoever has more energy from eating is just going to have the advantage. But I'm interested in seeing how that's going to play into the actual story in of itself. I would love to see character moments like that, where the Haishin unit was the leaders of the Haishin unit, they don't eat, man, so that the subordinates can eat, so that everybody else in the squad can eat, man. It'd be a beautiful moment. But pardon the disturbance, but this is an emergency. Please get up, Heki-sama. The no pull-out guy? Heki? What's going on? That's right! That's right! Wasn't dude coming in to attack? It's not possible. Does this mean they were able to break through the defensive formations? Yeah, Shun Suiju. I remember that from the last chapter. But an enemy army large enough to break through those defenses should have been intercepted by our regular army beforehand. Sir, about that, neither our defensive garrison nor our regular army reported any combat engagements. That's impossible unless this was all a false alarm to begin with, because otherwise there was no way that this could be happening for something like this. For it got burned. No, their food supply has been set on fire. Their food, bro, above anything. Their food got put... Holy flagnards. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is the worst case scenario for our food stores to have been set on fire. Look at that. Look at Heki's face, man. If that's not a face of despair, I don't know what is, bro. Look at Shinsuiju. Keen will be on break next week. Alright, but I have another chapter to read. Chapter 540. Let's go. Look at this, man. Shinsuiju's a savage. He legit went right into what we were just discussing about the food. Burned all of their food stores, man. All of their food supplies. Burned. Nothing left, man. Nothing. Battle of attrition. Yo, dude, I have so much hype for this guy. I cannot wait for him and Yotan Wada clash, man. It's gonna be a 7-star classic. An underground passage? Whatever do you speak of? Don't play coy. Ryoyo may technically lie within Zao borders, but you and I both know that this city is an abnormality that sits outside its jurisdiction. Considering how prudent you lot are, you'll have prepared a number of underground passages as a contingency in case something happens on Zao's end. Even assuming you were right, why do you ask that now? And why should we share our secrets with you? I only asked for information on a single passage, and which one would that be? After taking into account the lay of the land and the way the enemy has positioned their forces, I have deduced that the food stores of that other Qin army, not Yotan Wada, is located roughly around this area instead of the forest. According to your deductions, what are you pointing at? Is Rago Forest? They've surrounded the forest with an expansive defensive formation. I'm looking for a tunnel that either exits somewhere close to the forest and ideally even inside of it, Rozo. You've got some nerve to call me by name, Rozo. I am the commander. Even Roboku would refer to me as King Rozo to show his respect. Fine, King Rozo. Now, is there one or not? You know when somebody refers to you, at least this is how you know Shinsuiju has clout, man. This is how you know the man is a beast. When he refers to this dude who is a complete and utter just beast. And he refers to him by name, by first name. That's how you know he has no fear, man. Shinsuiju hype, dude. As the largest forest in the region, the Rago Forest is naturally one of the most suitable candidates for an escape tunnel, which is precisely why there is indeed a passage that comes out exactly in the center of the forest. Rozo-sama, that silver-haired guy must have... looks like he succeeded. This Shinsuiju. Well, aren't you making things even easier for us now? The sun will be up shortly, but it's still good to get some sleep. I look forward to seeing the Qin's faces when I wake up. This man, Heki, actually let their food supply burn. I'm stressing. This is the worst possible scenario. Like, legit the worst possible scenario. Let's see what happens, man. Everything's burnt to a crisp. Look at Heki's face, bro. Yo, amazing panel structure right here. Showing him from the outside and then showing an insight into his face. I mean, he's horrified. This is one of those actions speak louder than words panels to where you can just clearly see despair. You can feel the emotion. You can feel the despair of how much this must hurt him, because not only is he in despair because they're not gonna have anything to eat, he's in despair because he just let everybody down. He let everybody down as the general. He let everybody down in terms of the fact that he allowed this to happen. Like he must be in utter despair just because of that alone. You know, the failure of being a leader and allowing something like this to happen. And the disappointment, that by itself, and then along with the fact that you think about all your men that might possibly starve to death because of this, and in the middle of war against these beasts, man, dude, Heki's mind right now has to be going through a lot. Heki, Yotanwa, how much did you lose? We split the food stores between 2 locations, so exactly half. What did he say, brother? He lost half. Married tribe leader Kitari, younger sister Kitari. We're in the midst of a war, Heki. A general should not be acting so downcast. The enemy happened to have an underground passage that led here. This was no fault of yours. We will share our supplies with you too, so there's no need to fret over that. This area has many mountains. We should be able to forage enough to sustain ourselves for a while. Absolutely not! I was to serve as your reinforcements. How could I now take your supplies? We'll find some way to handle this ourselves. I've already dispatched some messengers to General Kanki at Gyo. I'm sure he has his hands full as well, but I've asked him to see if he can spare any food, no matter how little it may be. What do you say now, brother? He's asking the Kanki army for supplies? Even they know Kanki to be a savage. There's no way that scumbag would give any help. For now, you had best get dressed, Heki. The third day will be starting soon. You're right. Yotanwa, Heki's army should have been carrying food that was meant for us, too. That he's managed to lose half of it is no laughing matter. Yotanwa, if we do not rethink our strategy from the ground up, the only fate that awaits us is total defeat. I know. I mean, can you blame them for thinking like this, guys? I mean, like I said before, your food is your base source of energy, man. If your soldiers don't have energy, how are they going to go against guys that they are already an equal footing towards? You know, they already see everybody on Rozo's side as these beasts, as these warriors, who they're already equal footing to. If they have food and we don't, they're going to automatically have the advantage. And just like they said, you know, they already see this as, if this draws out, it's going to end up being a total defeat. Like, they have to rethink their strategy and how they're going to do this. AKA, they're going to have to take care of this as quickly as possible, while they still have energy. The third day, in an effort to atone for his earlier mistake, Heki threw himself headfirst into leading an almighty charge against the Quanrong ranks. Yeah, he's going in like Swimmer, man. He's trying to hype them all up. Go, go! At last, his valiant efforts would prove to be all for naught as the Heki army fell hook, line, and sinker for the Quanrong's tactics, leading them to sustain heavy casualties. Oh, look at this idiot charging at us like a kid. Carve him into pieces from all sides. Meanwhile, the messengers tasked with requesting aid from the Kanki army were all caught in the defensive web that had been set up between Ryoyo and Gyo. Not a single messenger was able to make it through. That sucks, man. That sucks. By this point, the three Qin forces had already been completely split up and isolated from one another. In other words, Kanki wouldn't have never received words of Heki's plight. Shugai's plains. So what's with this staring competition we've had since daybreak? Wouldn't it be better to just get struck right into it like we did yesterday? I know, right? This battleground started with them having 30,000 against our 25,000, but thanks to what happened yesterday, we probably have the advantage in numbers now. Not only that, but there's an even bigger gap when it comes to morale. This really is the best time to press our advantage. Urboku made a move right as the day broke, so we can't make any careless moves for now. Urboku made a move? What do you do? Nothing to get shocked about, but going by the reports from our lookouts, they should be arriving soon. Oh god, here we go. 10,000 new reinforcements from their center army. Holy flag nerds, man. Good thing we didn't jump right into the fighting after all. It's only the third day and he's already sending out 10,000 strong reinforcements. Thanks to that, all that high morale we've been riding on plummeted in an instant. It was like we're back to square one. No, this is good, Kanjo. Hear me, soldiers of the Gyokuho! Wait. Oh, hun. The victory of this battle shall not be decided by us or the left, but by whoever crushes the opposing center army. And another two commanders, Osin and Ruboku, are vying for supremacy on the two wings in an attempt to weaken their respective center armies by forcing them to divert soldiers to their wings instead. That is to say, by sending 10,000 of their men here today, we have successfully chipped away 10,000 soldiers from the Zhao center army. As long as we can continue this battle of attrition, the Osin center army is sure to pounce when a large enough gap has been made and land the killing blow. Yo, Owen's getting a promo, bro. And until that moment comes, we need only keep winning here on the right, no matter if it's thousands or tens of thousands of enemies that arrive here. Every man that's sent here means our victory just draws ever closer. That is the duty that we have been charged with. For the center army, for the sake of our supreme commander Osin's final clash with the enemy, we will keep spilling blood and slaughtering our enemies. Do you hear me, Gyokuho? And they're like, "Rah!" My boy got a beast promo, man. Oh, and greatness. And the young lord could give such a rousing speech with such a volume. And he's now left me with nothing else to say. Move out, Akohar. My boy. Yo, Owen, rile them up, man. We're ready. Once again, we shall turn these fields into our hunting grounds. South Center Army. Looks like the left started. Is that the Qin? That's quite the cheering. They'll fall silent again soon enough. Rin Shoujo of the Three Great Heavens and equal to Renpa was a great general who unequal to Renpa, bro. My. A great general and tactician who was blessed with both intellect and courage. And though he lacked prowess in the martial arts, that was shouldered by the talented generals under his wing, and it was none other than the Gyon who stood first and foremost amongst all of those men. In those days long past, to speak of the martial might of the Rin Shoujo army would be to speak of the man named Gyon. Yo, there's mad hype on Gyon, man. Mad hype. And I'll say that's the end of the chapter. Oh, man, dude. Yo, that promo by Ohan caught me off guard. I did not expect another beast Ohan seed. Man, dude, the Supernovas, man, Ohan and Moten, they have been getting shine, bro. Like, it's basically Hara telling us, like, man, after this arc, these guys are going to be generals, man. They're already acting like them. I mean, Ohan's putting in work, bro. Cutting promos. Moten's putting in work. I can't wait to see what my boy Shin's going to do, man. But that sucks, and from a Heki standpoint, man. Like, the messengers were never able to reach Konki, so now they're not going to be able to get food. You know, on both sides, that is the main issue now. It's the supplies. On both the side of where the Haishin unit is, and where the Yotanwa and Heki are taking on the freaking Kwanrong. It's gonna come up to who has more energy, man. And it's gonna suck because, like I said, I can never see one of those emotional scenes happening to where the leaders have to sacrifice themselves and not eat in order for everybody else to eat, man. I can already see a beautiful scene like that taking place. But man, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm very, very excited because whenever you get little things like that, it just makes you more excited to see how everything's going to play out, because now the stakes are going to be raised even higher. They have to take care of things as quickly as possible. Whenever you have dudes being hyped up, like Shun Suiju and this Gyon guy, I mean, yo, the hype is real for these dudes. The hype is, they said he's on the same level as Renpa. Renpa! Alright, so he's gonna be in like swimwear, man. In their like flippin' swimwear. So I'm hyped. And I cannot wait to see, like I said before, what is about to take place here. When it comes to the Kingdom manga. It's going to be very, very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen here with Yon in the upcoming weeks. The one thing that I really, really can't wait for is what's going to happen between the Kwanrong and Yotanwa's army, because there's this battle of beasts, man. Literally, the battle of beasts. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen here with the Haishin unit in the upcoming future. Because, like I said, they're going to have to do something. You're gonna do something, and you know they're gonna be the main stars of this arc. So, what are they going to do that is going to move the needle towards Chin's favor? Riboku, he has a lot. I mean, Riboku just keeps bringing stuff in. But Osen, man, Osen is a dude who looks like 10 years in the future. My boy has observation hockey on Bleak. So we're going to see how Osen has to respond to all of this, and hopefully the next chapter will come out soon so we can read and react to the awesome sauce. I will see you guys next time. Have an awesome sauce of a day. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I know I'm late on this Kingdom Greatness, but if you watch the entire thing, I greatly do appreciate it, because it means the world to me. Whenever I upload something really, really late and people still watch it, that means that you not only just care about the chapter, but you also care about the content and about my opinion on it, and that really means a lot to me. So thank you all so much for watching this. I really do appreciate it. Kingdom Greatness, and I will see you all next time for chapter 541 and to what appears to be is about to be a hype chapter, man. I'll see you guys next time.